हेलो गुड मॉर्निंग जी, सत श्री अकाल साਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। आज हमारे साथ हैं मिस्टर नरेश फ्रॉम डीकिन यूनिवर्सिटी ऑस्ट्रेलिया। ही इज़ रिप्रेजेंटिंग डीकिन यूनिवर्सिटी, वर्क्स फॉर डीकिन यूनिवर्सिटी। और वो आज हमारे साथ डीकिन यूनिवर्सिटी ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बारे में और कुछ प्रोग्राम्स के बारे में इम्पॉर्टेंट इंसाइट शेयर करेंगे। तो वेलकम नरेश जी।
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
सो नरेश जी, सबसे पहले तो इफ़ यू कुड ब्रीफली इंट्रोड्यूस द यूनिवर्सिटी।
Sure. So, very good evening, everyone, and good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're going to view this video at. So, Deakin is located in Victoria. We come in top 1% universities globally. When it comes to Victorian based universities, Deakin is ranked number one in Melbourne for graduate employability. We are number one in Victoria for student satisfaction, teaching quality, support, international student support, and overall the employment aspect at Deakin is the core of our programs. So we make sure that every student at Deakin who is coming and studying, they are well supported and they transition into the skilled workforce back in Australia.
राइट। सो जैसे इंडिया के इंजीनियर्स जो हैं वो वर्ल्ड ग्लोबली रिकग्नाइज्ड हैं फॉर देयर
Yes.
एक्सपर्टीज, एंड एज यू टॉक्ड अबाउट द एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी ऑफ द यूनिवर्सिटीज। एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी मीन्स कि जो बच्चे पढ़ के निकलते हैं कितनी जल्दी उनको जॉब्स मिल जाती हैं।
Yes.
सो व्हाट आर द मोस्ट कॉमन प्रोग्राम्स जिसमें एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी सबसे अच्छी रहती है?
So see, I would say STEM has been always there in Australia, which is
Right.
very like high demand.
Right.
So
STEM,
anything to do with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics
Right.
has a very strong demand back in Australia,
right.
and it's always there at the top of Australia's skilled workforce. There is a skilled occupation list if you see.
Right.
Majority of these occupations, आप engineering देखेंगे तो आपके पास engineering will be top of their entry requirements always. And all degrees at Australia are managed and accredited by a body called Engineers Australia.
Right.
And which is also recognized and definitely highly valued by the Washington Accord. So if you have Engineers Australia accredited degree, your qualifications are recognized all over the world, and Australian engineers are actually very highly sought after. So if I talk about the graduate employability aspect, if you see, Australia में the engineers particularly, there is a more than 87% of the graduate employability overall. Deakin specific has more than 92% graduate employment for engineering graduates, and that comes from the fact that all our degrees that we offer in our university, we follow a PODBL. So I will elaborate and like P stands for project, O stands for oriented, D stands for design, B stands for based, and learning. So basically, the all engineering courses at Deakin are designed in a way that you are going to do mandatory projects. So you're
Right.
going to build real industry projects while you're doing your engineering degree, which leads to the graduate employability. So once you're finished with your degree within so the government stats, if you see, as per the Australian government, there is a website also that government publishes the data where you can see the graduate employability is measured. The moment एक student Australian degree से graduate होता है, 4 months of graduation में what percentage of students have found jobs in their related areas.
Right.
So that is where Deakin has more than 92% for engineering. We are also member of the prestigious ATN network, Australian Technological Network.
राइट। सो ATN में स्पेसिफाई कर दूँ, ऑस्ट्रेलियन ग्रुप ऑफ यूनिवर्सिटीज़ जो ऑस्ट्रेलियन टेक्नोलॉजी नेटवर्क ऑफ यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में रिकग्नाइज होती हैं। सो दैट मीन्स फॉर टेक्नोलॉजी दे आर वेरी गुड। सो जैसे आपने इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग इंजीनियरिंग के बारे में बताया। जनरली क्या होता है, हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को यहाँ से लगता है नर्सिंग, टीचिंग, सोशल वर्क यही सबसे ज़्यादा सॉट आफ्टर है। एंड आपने बताया कि 92% इज़ द ग्रेजुएट एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी। सो 92% मीन्स ऑलमोस्ट एवरी वन इज़ गोइंग टू गेट अ जॉब आफ्टर द engineering program. And if I recollect, according to the India Australia Free Trade Agreement, जो मास्टर्स डिग्री हैं उनको एक्स्ट्रा ईयर ऑफ पोस्ट स्टडी वर्क राइट्स मिलता है।
Absolutely.
सो दैट मीन्स कि मास्टर ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग जो प्रोग्राम करने जाते हैं बच्चे यहाँ से, उनको 3 years ऑफ पोस्ट स्टडी वर्क मिलेगा। सो 2 years ऑफ
Yes.
स्टडी एंड 3 years ऑफ पोस्ट स्टडी वर्क।
Yeah, and to
So-
add on to that, the Deakin has 2 campuses. So while we have a
Right.
campus in Melbourne City, which is our Burwood campus, we also have a campus in a city called Geelong, and Geelong is Victoria's second largest city, and it's an
Right.
industrial city as well. So Geelong comes in the regional cities because of the population, and there is a significant industry. And because of Geelong, you get 1 year additional post-study visa. So your 2 years of masters, if you are studying from Geelong and staying and working in Geelong, gets you around 4 years of post-study
4 years
work
ago.
visa.
So 2 + 4 6 years के लिए आप लोग सेफ हो. एंड इसमें एक और चीज़ है कि जैसे इंडिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया का फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट हुआ है, सो अगर ऑस्ट्रेलिया की इंटरनल पॉलिसी भी कोई चेंज होती है, उस पे इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए पोस्ट वर्डी वर्क राइट चेंज कभी नहीं होंगे.
नहीं होगा. That is
बिकॉज वो फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट को रीनेगोशिएट करना इज नॉट एन ईजी पार्ट. वो 10 साल से ज़्यादा लग जाते हैं. सो अगर आज आप जाते हैं तो इट्स प्रेटी सेफ कि 2 साल की स्टडी के बाद 4 साल का पोस्ट स्टडी वर्क परमिट आपको मिल जाएगा. सो इसमें आप इंजीनियरिंग में स्पेसिफाई करेंगे कौन कौन सी फील्ड्स अच्छी रहती हैं.
So see, Abhi, so within Australia, if you know Cricos, so
Right.
Cricos is basically where you have to get your course registered on
Right.
a government with the government, and you can only open those courses to international students जिनका back in Australia demand है. You can't
Right.
offer anything जिसका ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जॉब मार्केट के अंदर डिमांड
Right.
नहीं है.
Right.
And we have to make sure that our courses are aligned with the industry requirements.
Right.
And they are well supported with the relevant infrastructure also.
Right.
So we have we offer when it comes to our majorly the courses that we offer within engineering, the specializations focus on civil and infrastructure engineering, electrical and renewable energy engineering, which is again very strong.
Right.
And we work very closely with Australia's one of the 2 largest companies for power transmission, which is Telstra.
Okay.
And also we have mechanical and mechatronics engineering. We are also offering specializations in smart manufacturing, which you know is the future of the manufacturing industry.
Right.
So that's also something which anybody who is looking at getting into the smart manufacturing side, they get those specializations at our master's program. And we also have an engineering management degree. So we offer engineering master's professional program in our Geelong campus, where and the engineering management program is offered in our Melbourne Burwood campus.
ओके. सो जो इंजीनियरिंग मैनेजमेंट वाले स्टूडेंट्स हैं, दे विल बी असेस्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू इंजीनियरिंग और मैनेजमेंट लेटर ऑन.
So they are basically looking for the techno management profiles.
Right.
So majorly it could be a working professional जिसके पास already कुछ साल का work experience है as an engineer or in the
Right.
engineering domain, and now they want to transition into the senior leadership roles, and they want to learn how do they handle the large engineering projects. Right from planning to execution to assessing the risks of the engineering projects. So that's an important aspect of every engineering job.
Right.
So you're not only learning skills to deal with engineering, you will be offered an option to choose an engineering specialization within the engineering management course as well. If you
Right.
want to upskill your core engineering skills to the later parts, so there are some specializations which are offered in the engineering management course as well. But the core focus of the degree is to give you the management skills coming with an engineering background, because not everybody would be probably looking at just working as an engineer. There could be people who are already having their maybe well established businesses
Right.
and or maybe engineering firms, and they want to majorly take up the leadership roles. So it prepares for them for those roles as well.
राइट. तो जैसे हमने पोस्ट कोविड ग्लोबली देखा है कि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पुश बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा है,
Yes.
स्पेशली दी स्टेट फंडिंग गवर्नमेंट्स की तरफ से.
True.
तो इसके रिलेटेड भी कोई अच्छा प्रोग्राम है डीकिन में?
Absolutely. So, see, our engineering degree also covers civil engineering and infrastructure engineering, where we focus a lot on transport infrastructure and the railway infrastructure part as well. But we also have a very strong program which is construction management. And Australia, you know, is right now the core focus in Australia is going to be building more houses in Australia by 2030,
Right.
almost 1 million houses, where there is a very limited capacity in Australia right now to build new houses. And construction management has become very imperative part of, so you're working closely with engineers to build those houses, assessing the risks, the valuations, managing the engineering sites and the construction sites. So construction management, engineering combined has very huge scope. Government of Australia recently, when they visited, the officials from Government of Australia also, when they visited India, they spent time with the Indian government officials, and they also discussed how Indian government can supply more manpower to the Australian government, particularly for the construction management. So you can see the kind of demand it is there and the kind of future you guys can build. Even the starting salaries for engineering and construction graduates in Australia, in Victoria particularly right now, they start at around $70,000 to $75,000.
Right.
And if you are maybe slightly above average, you can even go and start looking at starting maybe somewhere at about $95,000 per annum.
Right. So जैसे अभी latest AI has come a lot into the picture. The world seems to like transform in the next few years. So
Yes.
what does Deakin have for AI?
So see, firstly, if we talk about our engineering programs, particularly,
Right.
all engineering programs are basically, we can say, pretty much AI proof, because
Right.
these are the roles where AI is not going to do the work.
Right.
AI is going to replace those jobs which are probably mostly people sitting at the desks are doing, and you need
Right.
softwares to run those.
Correct.
So maybe the design side of AI, the engineering can be somehow replaced, or maybe to some bit be taken care by the AI.
Right.
But majorly the execution part, you will need to have
Core
more
engineers.
the core engineers to manage those particular roles.
Right.
Also, if you're looking at particularly doing or upskilling yourself into the artificial intelligence, and you want to gain more AI specific courses, we are one of the very few universities in Australia which offers a full-fledged masters in AI, so which is our applied AI professional. We have around 8 to 9 AI research centers, so we are working on various areas of AI, like generative AI, to different areas, particularly in artificial intelligence as well. And we have actually an initiative where we are also providing some AI related consultation to the government of India now.
Okay.
So there is an initiative called A2I2, which is our AI research centers.
Right.
And you can actually visit the A2I2 website and see what kind of areas we are actually working on in the AI research.
Wonderful. So जैसे आपने बताया कि you have a lot of research centers inside the university. So अपने students के लिए बता दूं कि if there is a program in the university where the research is linked, that means that is one of the best programs, because अगर वहाँ research हो रही है, so that means the employability would be good, because then you are linked with the industry around.
Yeah.
Otherwise research नहीं होएगी.
And you are also coming to know कि industry में latest क्या चल
Latest
रहा है,
क्या
क्या
चल रहा
trends
है.
हैं.
So that curriculum is latest.
Yes.
So that is why Deakin has such high employability. So that means कि our engineering backgrounds, from various backgrounds, electrical, electronics, computer science, mechanical, production, core engineering के जितने aspects हैं, whether bachelor's or masters you want to do in Australia, they have a wonderful future if they do it from Deakin
Absolutely,
University.
sir. So I would say, because in India, if you see the major difference why a lot of people are going to probably IT sector, if a student graduating from an average college, maybe or average university, when they go for IT course, maybe computer science, AI, or anything, the kind of salary they get in India is pretty high in comparison to the same university or college ka graduate in core engineering. The salary of an IT professional will be higher.
Yeah.
But if you see, the job market is such right now, the particularly if we look at the competition for one job, there will be multiple graduates applying for that. Whereas in the core engineering, the competition is not much. And in Australia, interestingly, engineers earn at times even higher than an IT professional, maybe
Correct.
AI software developer or software engineer. A core engineer or a mechanical engineer or maybe a civil engineer would be earning higher than the
Much
engineer.
higher.
So that's the kind of salary. So it's almost like equal, I would say, at least, if not less. So engineers are not earning less than the IT professionals.
Yeah.
Plus, the second part is basically, obviously, the career growth of a core engineer is much faster, and their salaries grow at a faster pace.
Right. I even remember somebody told me in Perth, if you work in mining and if you're living in Melbourne or anywhere in the world, they'll provide you air tickets for free just to work over there and
Absolutely.
come on weekends to home
Yes.
also. So engineers are very highly respected in Australia, and they have very good jobs and very good packages. And especially you told me about the Masters of AI program. I'm sure India does not have such programs as of today.
Yeah, not the full-fledged coursework related masters,
yeah.
because I think a lot of only some premium institutes like few IITs would be offering, but we know what it takes to get into those institutes.
Correct.
Like your scores in your competitive exams have to be really high up, and also majority of those would be probably 1 year PG diplomas that you're
Correct,
going to
correct.
get.
So if you're genuinely a good student who wants to do masters of AI, a full-fledged master's degree in AI, I'm sure even if you want to come back to India, you'll have very high employability chances, or anywhere in the world, Europe, US, wherever, because AI is future now, and the
Yes,
next decade is going to be AI.
true.
So wonderful program. And any other program you want to tell about?
I would like to focus a little bit maybe on the best part. When it comes to studies abroad, students
Right.
think a lot about the funding and financial aspect, right?
Right.
And we have an amazing opportunity where Deakin is already open for applications for its prestigious Vice Chancellor Meritorious Scholarship,
Okay.
which is a 100% scholarship that we give to.
Wonderful. So you're saying student can get 100% scholarship to study
Absolutely.
at Deakin University in Australia. Amazing. So you can study for free in Australia. You just have to apply. You can contact us for these vice chancellors scholarships, and we'll apply on behalf of you.
Absolutely. So you can get in touch with the INPHASE team here,
Right.
and that's like the scholarship which is only available for July intake,
Right.
and the applications are open till 31st of March. So you can discuss your profile with them and submit your applications for the Vice Chancellor Meritorious Scholarship as
And
well.
I must specify those scholarships are not just for engineering. Any program you want to apply at Deakin University, and if you are an excellent student, you can apply for these 100% or some 50% scholarships also, and we'll apply on your behalf. We'll help you how to apply for that scholarships. So thank you so much, Nareshji, for coming and telling our students about the amazing programs. And we'll come again for some other programs. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone.